Hey there, how's it going? It's your muscle building coach, Lee Hayward, and today I'm going to get ready and do my very first workout in my new basement home gym. But before we get into that, I just got to give a quick shout out to our video sponsor, the Sony Action Cam. And this is a tiny little camera that packs a ton of features. The Sony Action Cam is perfect for shooting high action footage in crystal clear HD video. I mean, just check out this sample video clip to see what I mean. The Sony Action Cam has features like built-in image stabilization, live view remote, and GPS. Just click on the annotation on your screen or the link in the video description below to check out the Sony Action Cam's YouTube channel and see some more high action footage shot with the Action Cam. And now, on to our workout. And today we're going to be training shoulders, and the first exercise of our shoulder workout is the military press. Now this one primarily works the pressing muscles of the shoulders, but you're really going to engage the entire body as you do this move. Whenever you do standing overhead presses without the aid of a back support, you're going to engage your back, your core, and all these stabilizer muscles just to help hold your body rigid and in place. A while back I posted up a tutorial video showing some technique tips for the standing overhead press. And if you want to check that out, just click on the annotation on your screen to watch that video. And now we're going to move on and do some isolation work for the side delts with the low pulley cable side lateral raise. And for this one, we're going to do one arm at a time. And I find that when you do single limb exercises, you can generally lift more weight per arm than you can if you're doing both arms simultaneously. So it's a great way to really focus on each deltoid individually by doing single limb exercises like this. And because we're using cables, we're getting a full range of motion. So there's tension all the way from the beginning right to that peak contraction at the top. And you don't always get that with dumbbells, because sometimes when you're doing side lateral raises with dumbbells, you don't really get the maximum tension until you're about halfway up. But with cables, you get tension right from the start. So even when your hand is down at the bottom, there's still tension on the deltoid. Now, when you're doing this exercise, just keep a slight bend in your elbow and focus on trying to actually lift with your elbow. Sometimes you see a lot of people will bend their elbows too much and actually lift with their wrist so that the wrist gets way higher than the elbow at the top. And when this happens, you tend to not get as good of a peak contraction in the deltoid. And after the side lateral raises, we're going to do the bent over lateral raise. And for this one, it's a very similar movement, except you're going to bend over at the waist, and this is going to allow you to work the rear delts. Now take your free hand and support your upper body. Right here I'm using the exercise bench to support myself, and this will just help to take some strain off your lower back as you're doing the exercise. But the same principle applies. Have a slight bend in your elbow, and you're going to really feel a good full range of motion and a good peak contraction in the rear delts as you perform this move. And from this angle here, you can actually see the exercise much better. So as you notice, when my arm goes right across my body, there's tension all the way from the start, and then you can bring your arm all the way out to the side for a good full peak contraction throughout the rear delt and the upper back. And when it comes to shoulder training, the rear delts are more often than not neglected. It's one of those muscles that's kind of out of sight, out of mind, and a lot of people just kind of forget to train their rear delts until it's too late. They probably end up with an injury due to a shoulder imbalance. So always make sure to train your rear delts whenever you do a shoulder workout. And moving on in our shoulder workout, we're going to do some isolation for the front deltoid with the low pulley cable front raise. And this, again, very similar to the shoulder raise variations we've been doing, but now we're going to isolate the front head. And the thing I like about this one is you can stand away from the cable and actually lower your arm down until it goes back behind your body and you'll get a really good stretch in the front head of the deltoid. And then you can lift your arm up all the way for a good peak contraction. Now with these shoulder raise variations, it's okay to rep out to failure. I mean, you're safe here. There's no risk of dropping the weight or getting pinned under a bar or whatever, so you can safely rep out to failure. So keep your form nice and strict, really focus on getting a good mind-muscle connection, and keep going until you physically cannot lift the weight anymore. And then on that last rep when you're struggling, just keep squeezing your deltoid, keep trying to lift that weight up, and just feel a good contraction in the shoulder muscle. And with all single limb exercises, you may find that one side of your body is stronger than the other. And this is pretty normal. Most people have some imbalance between their left and right sides. So if you find that there's a big difference, always start with your weaker side first, and then make sure to do the exact same number of repetitions for your stronger side afterwards. And over time, this will help to develop balance and proportion between the left and right deltoids. Moving on in our shoulder workout, we're going to do some barbell shrugs. And this is a great exercise to work the traps and the whole upper back area. Now with this one, there's not a lot of range of motion when you're doing a shrug. So you really want to focus on squeezing and feeling the traps work as you do each rep. So try and get a good peak contraction at the top, and then lower the bar down and get a good stretch at the bottom. And time under tension is the key here with training traps. So you may want to actually do higher repetitions just to increase that time under tension. And to finish off our shoulder workout, we're going to do some more shoulder press, but this time we're going to use the shoulder press machine. And I like to finish off with a machine exercise like this because you can safely push yourself to muscular exhaustion with no risk of getting pinned under a heavy barbell. I mean, obviously the weights are balanced and supported by the machine, so all you have to do is get in there and push for whatever you're worth. So again, it's a great way to really finish off a workout, to kind of empty the tank, and to get a great pump throughout the shoulders.
So there you go. That's the first workout in my new home gym, and I really enjoyed it. Had a great workout. And the best part about working out at home is right after you finish training, you can enjoy a good post-workout shake. And even better is we can enjoy some PlayStation. So what we're going to do now is we're going to have a game of Gran Turismo 6. Alright, so we're getting ready to go. I'm going to be driving a Camaro SS, just like the one that I have out in the garage. So this should be fun.
I had to post that because whenever I do some home workout videos and people see the driving simulator in the background, they usually comment on it, so Here it is, the driving simulator in action. And if you want to play, then you're going to have to come over for a workout and a game. But while you're here, why not check out some of my other videos? I've got a complete home ab workout that you can try. Or if you want, we can do some more driving fun. Just click on the annotation on your screen to check out those video clips.